Today we're presenting our culture presentation created by Lolly, Maria, Janasia, Lauren, and Wren. For our history, the person we interviewed explained that Mexico's background is a rich blend of indigenous civilizations such as the Aztec and Maya, mixed with Spanish colonial influence. Mexico has blended many cultures, languages, and regions together over time. The person we interviewed is from McCoan, Mexico, one of the most beautiful states known for amazing food, artisans, and many places to visit. They emphasize that the food in McCoan is incredibly fresh, savory, and homemade. And once you try it, it's hard to stop eating. From our research, we found that the term Hispanic refers to people and cultures with ties to Spain or the Spanish language. Mexicans make up the largest subgroup among U.S. Hispanics. Mexican culture is not monolithic. Practices vary greatly depending on region, economics, family structure, and tradition. In the interview, they mentioned they haven't personally experienced beliefs from their culture being misinterpreted by institutions. Our research shows that Mexico's culture blends many civilizations and over 60 languages are spoken. Understanding these cultural backgrounds is important, especially in healthcare, to provide culturally competent care. The colonial period shaped Mexico through cultural, religious, and architectural influences. In the interview, they shared that discipline is seen as a way to teach what is right and what's wrong. Parents teach values and principles from a young age. Excellent parents discipline their children, but not always physically, often through grounding or serious conversations. Physical discipline may be used when parents feel it is necessary. Research shows children in Mexican culture are raised to value respect, hard work, and loyalty, especially respecting elders. Traditionally, mothers stay home with children while fathers act as breadwinners. Family time is extremely important. In the interview, they explained that most of their family doesn't speak the local language well, but they try their best. Those who are bilingual help others feel comfortable and supported. Research tells us that Spanish is the dominant language in Mexico, but many Hispanics in the U.S. are bilingual. Families often prefer Spanish at home and English in public settings. Communication is influenced by strong nonverbal cues, facial expressions, and personal relationships. In their family, gender roles don't apply. They were taught that males and females can do the same things and help each other equally. Traditionally, in the past, males worked and did not help with household responsibilities, but in their family today, everyone supports one another. Research shows Mexican families value close relationships and large family networks. Culture, beliefs, and tradition shape daily life. Historically, fathers have been the decision makers, and mothers cared for the home and children. Daughters traditionally had more rules, and sons had more freedom, although these roles are evolving today to fit more modern life. In the interview, they shared that their cuisine usually includes spicy foods, and a signature dish from the McCoan is corundas. Small triangular tamales wrapped in green leaves with no meat inside, usually served with broth, sour cream, or cheese. Food is almost always fresh and includes spice, but not always spicy. Research shows Mexican cuisine varies by region. Corn, beans, and chili peppers are core ingredients. Northern Mexico is known for beef dishes. Southern regions are tamales, and central regions are known for street food, just like Mexico City. Meals like breakfast, lunch, and dinner are important family bonding times. In the interview, they shared that their family uses traditional remedies when they can, but they also go to the doctor because remedies don't always cure everything. Health is very important to them. Research shows Mexican medicine dates back over 5,000 years, specifically the tradition called curandissimo. Curandos focus on spiritual, emotional, and mental healing using herbal methods. Men often serve as shamans, while women are midwives or herbalists. Family, religion, and tradition strongly influence healthcare decisions. Overall, Mexican traditional medicine is holistic. In the interview, they shared that most of their family and much of Mexico practices Catholicism. Research supports that Catholicism is a major influence in Mexico. Many indigenous beliefs were blended with Christian practices. Even though church attendance has decreased slightly, Catholicism remains visible in festivals and cultural celebrations. Even non religious individuals still participate in Catholic traditions. In the interview, they explained that age is not a major factor, but elders are respected because they have more life experience. Everyone in the family contributes according to their abilities. Research shows important family decisions are typically made after consulting all relatives on both sides. Traditionally, men held the most final decision-making power. In their interview, they said elders in the community usually hold positions of influence. Research shows that in both rural and urban areas, power is often concentrated among elite minorities. In the interview, they said their culture deeply cares for elders, making sure they are comfortable and surrounded by people who support them. They describe Mexican culture as very caring. Research shows aging in Mexico is viewed as continuity, not decline. Elders are seen as cultural carriers who connect the past and present. Traditional practices are passed down through elders. In the interview, they shared that they value punctuality, especially for jobs, appointments, and important events, and they try to arrive a few minutes early for all of those. Research shows punctuality is appreciated in Mexican culture, but delays are often understood and not viewed as disrespectful. In the interview, they emphasized that personal space is very important, especially when greeting others. Some people prefer handshakes while others are comfortable with hugs. They love greeting others, even strangers, as long as it doesn't make anyone uncomfortable. Research shows Mexicans typically stand closer together when talking, and hugs or cheek kisses are common greetings. They are quick to sense when someone needs more space. In the interview, they said tone of voice is extremely important because speaking in the wrong tone of voice can cause misunderstandings. Eye contact is also important to make sure people understand one another. Research shows Mexican culture uses high context communication, meaning a lot of meaning comes from context instead of just words. Eye contact is strong, and standing far away or avoiding eye contact can be seen as unfriendly. In the interview, they said that their culture is hardworking and responsible, and they care about maintaining a good image and reputation. Research shows stereotypes about Mexicans can be very harsh, portraying men as criminals and women as hypersexual. Both are often unfairly described as lazy or unattractive. These harmful stereotypes do not reflect the reality of the culture. Overall, we learned that every Mexican family practices traditions differently. Diet, religion, family structure, health beliefs, gender roles, and customs vary from family to family. It was interesting to see how family blends tradition with modern life. We really enjoyed learning about a culture that was new to us and exploring both the similarities and the differences compared to our own. Thank you for your time. And these are our sources as well.